Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm pumped because I've just like fallen so hard back in love with makeup lately. I know that's weird to say. It's not like I've never not loved makeup, but I feel like you just go through these phases, and I think it depends on like the new releases coming out where you're just like not very inspired. But all of the new makeup that's been coming out lately, brace my bank account, because when that Sephora sale hits, it is all gonna be gone. Like, I have so many things in my basket. There should be like a limit, like a rule where you can't even add that many things in the basket, because what if I accidentally hit checkout? Anyways, we're gonna be talking about the good, the bad, the ugly, what products I'm very hype about that are releasing, some products where I'm like, don't think I'm going to throw my money at that. Before we start, if you are new to my channel, then hello, welcome. I'm glad you found me. I would love for you to stick around. Hit the subscribe button down below so you're notified when I upload. It's typically Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And ring the bell down below so you're notified as soon as the videos go live. I have some really great content coming up. Some of the biggest giveaways that I've ever done on my channel. Whew, I'm trying to get prepared for them because they're going to be massive. Anyways, let's dive in. I'm going to start with the product I'm the most excited about. And some of the things I see on like the what's new section in Sephora, but honestly, a lot of times I see things on Trend Mood. She has an Instagram page. Her name's Sophie. She's super sweet, and she posts so many new releases. And this particular product I saw on her page. So I'm going to put a picture of everything we talk about like over here so you guys can see it. So I don't know how much it's going to retail for. I'm thinking like $40 to maybe $50, $60 range, but it's a palette from NARS and it looks so beautiful. So there's 6 different shades in this palette. From the looks of it, it looks like there might be like a more bronzy shade, but some like pink, purpley, maybe like blush tone shades and some highlights. And it's around the Orgasm collection. So they came out with a jumbo Orgasm blush. If you've never tried Orgasm blush, it is beautiful. It's like a really pretty pink shimmery shade. And that palette just looks so gorgeous. I'm a sucker, like complete sucker, for deals where it's like you get a lot of things in one. Like I like bundles. I love like huge collections where you can just like buy the whole collection. So I love that this palette has like different shades in it. And they have a lip oil that I'm also interested in picking up. It's a like hydrating infused oil lip product. And I've just been obsessed with NARS. So I'm definitely going to be picking that up like for sure. It's going to be in my basket the day it goes live, and I'm going to expedite the shipping because I want it real bad. Okay, that sounded really weird. Anyways, it is beautiful. Okay, the next thing I'm also very excited about is from Glow Recipe, and this is a Pineapple Sea Brighten Serum. I'm not sure when this is going to be available. It says it's going to retail for $49. I just have been like so on board with Glow Recipe lately. I love all the products, and I feel like they just keep coming out with even cooler stuff. Like they have the watermelon sleeping mask, the watermelon mist. They have a blueberry cleanser, a avocado sleeping moisturizer. Do they have a normal moisturizer? Oh yes, they have a watermelon one. They just have like a very fruity themed, and all the packaging's cute and bright and fun. But besides that, they have awesome products that actually work, and I'm a sucker for the packaging, and I'm just excited that they continue to release stuff. So that I will definitely 100% be picking up. Okay, what is next? Okay, so the next thing, it doesn't really catch my eye. This is the new Melt Cosmetics eyeshadow stack, and it's $48. I used to like love the eyeshadow stacks. I mean, $48 is a lot for 4 different eyeshadows, and granted, the formula from what I've tried is really good. I have most of the matte ones, but for me, I thought it was really worth it when I had like 4 brown matte shades. This one, they're more like metallic shades, not shades that I feel like I would personally use all the time. So that one's gonna be a pass for me. What do you guys think? I really want this video to be like a chatty one where like we interact. Like I'm going to be down in the comments. I want to know what you think. I want to hear what you think I should pick up, but I'm probably going to pass on that one. Now, next thing is Fenty. Fenty's coming out with bronzers. I'm excited for that. Let's see if I have the retail price. They're going to be available April 5th online. I think that they're going to retail for like $30-ish. I'm not 100% sure. But I feel like Fenty really keens in on every single skin tone. So I feel like there's going to be a bronzer out there for everyone. And I love the packaging. I think Fenty packaging is just very sleek. I'm going to pick up the bronzers. Now, what I'm not going to pick up is her new body shimmer, I think is what it's called. Y'all can see I obviously prepared for this. This was kind of like a last minute video, and I was looking through the just arrived section. I'm like, I need to film this because there's a lot I want to talk about, and I'm just really excited. So Fenty has this body lava. It's $59, which is freaking expensive. It is a limited edition. The reason I don't know if I'm going to pick it up, so they had 2 shades that came out last year, I believe, and then they just came out with another one that's like a really gold shade. But I had so many people tell me that it was like sticky and oily and they didn't like it. And I'm like, I am not about to spend $59 plus tax for something that I'm just going to want to wipe off. I'm so weird about that kind of stuff because even on a normal basis, I don't like lotion on my hands. Like if I lotion up my hands or put lotion on my body, which is rare, then I have to like go and like wash it off my hands, because if not, my hands become like really sweaty and gross. Too much information, but basically I don't want that happening like on my body. So I don't know if I'm going to get that. Like I'm sure it's great to look all pretty and dewy, but like $59 is a lot. And for me to spend that much and then feel like greasy and sticky, I don't think I can do that. Okay, so next one is the Tarte Icy Beach palette. I feel like they are a day late and a dollar short, because basically Tarte last year around April Fool's released this like blue and green palette, and they got everyone so hyped up about it. And then they said, just kidding. Basically, it was an April Fool's joke, and I feel like it made a lot of people mad. Like, it pissed a lot of people off, right? I hope I'm getting all these details right. But they just came out with another blue-green palette, and it's, to me, it's not even that cute. Like, I don't know. I feel like the layout of the palette's kind of weird. I mean, the greens and blues are nice, I guess, but I ordered the Blue Blood from Jeffree Star, and I feel like I would probably totally use that one more than this one. It's $24, so I mean, it's not like a huge crazy price, but I'm not really one to order blue palettes, so doing the Blue Blood palette for me is like stepping out of my comfort zone, and I'm not going to go there again. Plus, I'm not the biggest fan of Tarte eyeshadows. I feel like sometimes they're hits and sometimes they're misses. Just my opinion personally. Let me know what y'all think. Okay, next we have the Cocoa Contour Palette by Too Faced. I was a sucker. I went ahead and bought it. I saw it on the What's New thing, and I'm like all about palettes. Again, I just love them so much. I love something that you have like different colors and you can take places, and it has like a really nice matte front to it. It says Cocoa Contour, and you open it up and you get 6 different shades. So here it is. So you have 2 shades for medium, 2 shades for like deep, and I feel like the deep shades look really nice. I think Too Faced is like really stepping it up. I know they partnered with Jackie Aina last year to expand their Born This Way collection, but these look a little bit more cool tone than I thought they were going to be. I don't know, maybe like online, I don't know. I feel like it was gonna be more of like a bronze palette for me, but $44, and again, you get this many shades. So yes, I would tell you like I'm interested in picking it up, but girl, I just went ahead and pulled the trigger and bought it. So that's that. Okay, now one that I was going to get, but then I was like, I thought I would review it, but then okay, what happened was I'm not up to date, but I don't know a ton of things about the Stila eyeshadows. And so they came out with this After Hours palette. And sorry, I keep looking down at my phone. So it's $52. You get 12 shades. You have some shimmers and some mattes. Now, what I wish Stila would do is come out with a palette that's similar to their like the paint on liquid eyeshadow things. Like if they could get that formula in a powder, I think it would be amazing. But there's like some, you know, some green and peach, and I don't know. I just don't know if I trust the Stila formula enough to go out and like spend $50-some blindly and buy the palette. I feel like I have actually tried one of their other eyeshadow palettes, and it was just okay. It wasn't anything that like blew my mind. So Stila's just not the brand that when they come out with an eyeshadow palette, that's the one I'm going to buy. More like Natasha Denona, NARS, I like Too Faced palettes, you know, some of those different brands. I feel like I gravitate more so than Stila. Okay, Benefit. So Benefit has been releasing a ton of really good things lately. So they came out with a huge Hoola bronzer, which I think is so cool. I definitely want one. It's like massive, and it's not like the Hoolas are that little, but they're still like kind of small, you know? So the fact that they have a really big one, I like it. But they came out with more shades in their Hoola collection, and I believe the shade Caramels or caramel, whatever. I don't know why I said it caramel, because I normally say caramel, but that's the one I think would be the best with my skin tone. It's like a little bit darker than Hoola, not orangey, but like more bronzy. And then they even have a deeper one. So I love that they're expanding it. Again, what I would love to see, because like I said, I like collections and getting everything at a discount. I would love to see them put all the Hoola shades in a Hoola palette. Trademark that. No, I'm just kidding. I would love that. And besides that, Benefits also came out with these new like cheek leader palettes. Yes, it is called the Cheek Leaders. So it is a palette. You get 5 different shades. You get one of the Hoola shades. You get some like blushes, highlight, bronzer, and it's just a really cute travel palette. What I liked about it is I felt like the one they did like a year or so ago was a little bit thicker, and this one on a video that I saw looked a lot more flat. But Jaclyn Hill talked about one of the highlighters in one of the mini palettes that she like raved about, and I believe it's in one of these. So again, it's just like a really cute, like summery, fun palette, and I think I'm just drawn to like palettes. Like, I think I'm just drawn to stuff where you can get everything like all in one. So MAC Cosmetics is coming out with the bronzing collection. So I feel like MAC's been doing really good with their collections lately. They're very eye pleasing. And the palettes is what I've really been into. So I recently got the Lip Art MAC Library. No, I think it was like an art library. I can't remember what it was called, but it was an eyeshadow palette. So the bronze collection, it looks like they're going to be releasing 2 different palettes. One's a little bit more warm tone, one's a little bit more cool tone. But I think the colors are so pretty, and I'm glad that MAC is finally coming out with palettes. They're a little bit better priced. I think they're around $50, which I feel like, sad to say, but that's almost like the average, I feel like, in the industry. But MAC, I feel like they've stepped up their eyeshadow formula. From the one I used last time, I felt like it was a little bit butterier than what I remember. And so that packaging, just very soft, neutral. I feel like it'd be a great bridal palette, the more warm tone one. And then they also are releasing some lipsticks to go with it. Okay, then we have the Too Faced Natural Lust collection. So I believe there's a bronzer in there and a palette, an eyeshadow palette. And I don't know if I'm going to pick this up, because I picked up the last one that was like similar to that collection. It's like a maybe Natural Love. I can't remember what it was called. But for me, those eyeshadows, they just didn't perform as good as other Too Faced palettes that I've used. Again, I feel like Too Faced has just been killing the game lately. But for some reason, I feel like that palette is going to be like around the same as so many eyeshadows. And I just feel like sometimes it's hard. Like when you create a dang palette that has like 50 eyeshadows, I don't think it's that many, but there's a lot. Like, that's a lot to get all of those eyeshadows like really, really good. So for me, I just haven't been into like the huge eyeshadow palettes. I don't feel like I get as much use out of them. Sometimes I almost get confused because there's so many options. So I think I'm probably going to pass on that one. Makeup Forever is coming out with a matte velvet skin blurring powder foundation. Totally want to get this. I also kind of want to try out the Kat Von D one, maybe. I know there's like a lot of craziness going on about her lately. But so with the Makeup Forever one, I love Makeup Forever skin products. I feel like they do really good with complexion products. And I love a powder foundation. I just got my eyebrows microbladed. I'm planning on getting lash extensions. So for me, I'm like totally okay just throwing on a powder foundation as long as it's full coverage. Like, I don't want to be having all my skin show through. But I feel like it's really good in the summertime because you have a tan, your skin's glowy. And normally I feel way better when my whole body's tan, my face is tan, and I just put minimal makeup on. So I definitely want to try that out and make sure I get the right shade. I feel like sometimes I have a struggle because there's so many like numbers with Makeup Forever. It's like kind of hard to figure out like what actual color you are. Pharsalia Rose Gold 24K Skin Mist. I definitely want to try this out. I think it was Jaclyn Hill's video recently, like a favorites, that she talked about it. And I do love setting sprays. And Pharsalia products, I've only tried the like little drops. I feel like I should try more of those because I think they've came out with different ones. But I really like those, and I really like them as a brand. I feel like they have really like custom different products than like what most brands come out with. So I am interested in trying that setting spray. Then we have the Tarte High Tides and Good Vibes palette. So this is really bright, fun colors. You have like a streak down the middle of like almost pressed glitters, I believe is what it is. I didn't think this palette looked good whatsoever online. It just didn't intrigue me. I wasn't excited about it, but for some reason I saw it in store and it kind of caught my eye. $39. So I mean, if I get it with the sale, I'm saving like $7 and some change. So it'd make it around 30 some dollars. I might pick it up because again, I mean, it looks nice, but we'll just have to see. Bobbi Brown Molten Drama Shadow. I don't know about this one, you guys. To me, it's just not anything that I feel like I would use. You have like pinks, purples, like a blue, a lime green looking almost. And I don't know. I feel like this was Bobbi Brown's way of like maybe stepping out. I don't feel like they do a ton of color in their palettes, but for me, I don't know. It just looks like a kid's palette for some reason. I don't know. Maybe that's harsh, but for me, I'm just really not into it. Okay, last one is the Violet Voss Sugar Crystals Eyeshadow Palette. This one, again, it's just very bright. I feel like a lot of companies are coming out with those really bright, vibrant eyeshadow palettes. I haven't tried Violet Voss enough where I feel like I would use this one. To me, there are like some pastel shades in there and like some really bright shadows. And I don't know, I just don't feel like it's up my alley for a color story. It's $42, which I don't feel like is too bad for that many eyeshadows, but I just don't know that I love Violet Voss enough to splurge on that kind of palette. But yeah, you guys, again, this was just kind of like a last minute type thing, but I wanted to sit down and talk about some things that I've been looking at, have my eye on. I feel like there's a lot more that I didn't talk about. I know Sephora has a new brush set I want to get, and I feel like if you like these kind of videos, you want to see more, please let me know in the comments. Just say yes. And I'll know, just say yes. Because I feel like I should get like a whole entire list and just knock it out in one day for you guys and be able to go through it, because I'm so excited about some of the new releases and I want to talk about it. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.